Hey guys, Waterfowler41 here, and today on this rainy Sunday we are sitting inside my brother's 2015 Ram 1500 Outdoorsman truck. So what are we going to be installing if we're sitting on the inside and it's raining out? Well, we're going to be installing a foam bracket slash camera holder on top of his radio here. So we picked up a part from Bulletpoint mounting solutions. And what this will do is this will give us a bracket that installs up over the radio, and then on that bracket are two ball mounts. One that's going to have an arm off with a clamshell to hold his phone, and then the other side is going to have a ball mount that he'll be able to put a GoPro mount on. So when he's out hunting, so he's got all his camera gear, so he does a lot of hunting and filming and whatnot. So figured let's get him a mount that could basically give him a point to mount his GoPro on, so when he's going out to camp or whatnot, or driving out to turkey hunt or deer hunt, he's got a way to have a camera and he can get some of the footage on the way there. Kind of a cool thing, and we're really killing two birds with one stone. So back to the Bulletpoint mounting solution. What you get in the kit, I absolutely love this because this is a 100% turnkey kit, because everything you need to install is right here. You don't need any extra tools. So when you pop it open, obviously get the packing, you get the instructions, you get some stickers. Stickers are awesome. So let's get everything out of the way and take a look at everything. So at the heart of the installation kit, or at the heart of the kit, is the actual mount. So this bracket here with the ball mounts will go right up here on top of the radio. Then you have this carbon fiber arm which attaches to the ball mounts, and then that gives it some extension, so it puts that phone kind of in the view, or it gives you the ability to put it really anywhere around this general area. Then you have the actual part that holds your phone. So this is the Bulletpoint clamshell that's going to hold his cell phone. So he's got an iPhone with an OtterBox on it. This is plenty of adjustability to fit that. So it's spring loaded. So you basically just put your phone in there, close the spring, and it'll hold it in place. Then, like I said, it's very turnkey. So you get a Phillips head screwdriver once you go to mount the bracket. You get a Torx bit, which will allow you to remove the two screws up here from the factory. And then you get this little Bulletpoint bracket, and I believe this is to tighten these things. Now you could do these by hand, but obviously a little tool here, and then you can put it on a keychain and you have, a little poker or whatever, what have you with it. So let's go ahead and dive into the installation. Like I said, no extra tools needed. We're gonna do everything with what came in the box. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is get this little rubber mat out of here. And that rubber mat, once you remove that, oh, it's kind of a pain. Once you remove the rubber mat, we don't need that anymore. Now what that'll do is it'll expose two Torx screws. So what we're gonna do then is take that Torx tool out of this little bag here and remove those screws, because we don't need those anymore, because we're gonna replace those with these Phillips head screws once we get the bracket ready to go. So let's get those Torx screws out and get everything else teed up here. All right, so we went ahead and used that Torx tool to remove these screws, or loosen them up. So now we got those screws dangling around. We're gonna take those out. Like I said, we don't need those anymore. So we're gonna take those, we'll just throw them in the box. Then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our bracket out here. So the bracket has 3M backing tape on there. So there's typically a red tape over it to protect adhesive. We took that off so we could tee this up for the installation. But basically it's got two little curled ends, and those are the parts that go over the top of the screw holes. So from the top, you're going to drop down a screw here, and you're going to top down a screw right there. So what we're going to do is just line that guy up with those screw holes. Can't really mess it up. And we're going to drop that adhesive down, get everything good to go. And I already cleaned this out pretty well before. And then the last thing we're going to do to mount that guy is we're going to take the two Phillips head screws out of here, and then we're going to use that Phillips head tool to go ahead and tighten those guys. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we can start with installing the arm here. All right, so we installed the Phillips head screws and the adhesive, or the double stick tape, on here, so everything is solid. That guy's not going anywhere. Now the next thing we're gonna do is decide which one we're gonna use. And like I said, I think you can get this with either one on there, or you can get it with two on there, but he's gonna use two. One of them is gonna be the arm for his phone, and then the other one's gonna be the ball mount for his GoPro once he gets that bracket in, once it's delivered. But really, this is super simple. So the next thing you're gonna do is just loosen these guys up enough that you could pop them on the ball here, and then put the bracket wherever you want it. So you have kind of a million different options as to where we're gonna put it. So let me go ahead, and I'm gonna need two hands. I guess I can loosen it up with one hand here. So let me go ahead, loosen everything up, and get everything set up so we can just pop it on the ball here, and then we can take a look at the adjustability. throw this guy on there, and then we're good to go and smooth sailing. So let's do that. All right, so we have the first arm on there, and I just have everything finger tight. So even at finger tight, that thing is pretty sturdy. So then I got the top portion of it loosened up, and we could grab the clamshell that ultimately goes in there. I didn't loosen up enough. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Nope, not gonna do. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put this in there, but again, I need 2 hands to do that. So let me go ahead and put the camera down, get that guy in there, and then we can take a look at how adjustable the mounting positions are here. All right, so we got the clamshell installed there, so we are good to go for a phone. This thing is pretty dang sturdy. Ultimately, what I'll do is figure out where he wants this thing, and then we'll twist these guys so they're kind of up, tucked out of the way within reason. So you have some adjustability with these things, so you can rotate them like that, but it does kind of limit what you do ultimately with the clamshell. So what will dictate where you want everything is where you want your phone to be held. Once you do that, then you could spin this guy to get that little bracket up and out of the way as much as possible. All right, so once you get the phone bracket where you want it, that's where this last little bullet point tool comes in. So this looks like one of those little poker jobby things that I've been seeing on the internet, but what this also is there for is this tightens the bracket. So this gives you a little bit added torque on there, and it's nice because it gives you the ability to get into the tight little areas, especially when you have the bracket pulled up against the dash here. So look at that. Now everything's nice and tight. All right, so let's take it. Let's take our phone. Look at that. So we're driving down the road, we could see our GPS on our phone or whatnot, whatever's going on here. Or like in my truck, I would control all the Trigger 4 Plus remotes from my phone. It's up out of the way of the screen. It's not blocking your vision on the road. Super awesome. And like I said, this, for his application, will give him the ability to mount his GoPro here. So then he's gonna mount here and he's able to get all his footage. So the last little thing you get in the kit is a Bulletpoint tchotchke. So this is a bullet that is also a bottle opener. So it's morning, so I'm not drinking a beer right now, but later on tonight, might have a beer, might open it with a bullet. But with that said, that is how you install the Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions bracket in the classic or the, I want to say 2018 and older Ram 1500 trucks. But I will leave a link to this product in the description below, as well as a link to all the attachments you can get. There's a bunch of stuff you could do once you have these brackets mounted up there. But overall, very impressed with this. Definitely worth checking out. Looks awesome. Fit and finish is perfect. So it's a super sturdy mount here. But with that said, thank you very much for watching. Take care.